Back now, I'm very excited for this interview. Legendary saxophonist, flute player and composer McCoy Mrubata has announced the first Brasskap Village Fest. It's set to take place in Gqeberha on the 11th of December. Mrubata joins us in studio now to talk about the lineup and what the Brasskap project is about. Thank you so much for your time, McCoy. We really do appreciate it. It's great to have you in studio as well. Perhaps just tell us about this festival and the thinking around it. Why did you decide to start this?
I started this, the Brasskap, started as a way of bridging the gap between, the young musicians, us, and even older guys, And we started, interacting, and then the next step was to record, We're on fourth, volume now. We have here these records, Brasskap, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 4, which is Volume 4. And then 2 years ago, I thought, you know what, we should start doing, events, So hence this very first one, where we'll feature, a mixture of young ones, and, and us, senior musicians.
I'm sure the COVID-19 pandemic put it delayed things a little bit for you.
Very much, yeah. Although there was a tinge of positivity whereby, one got to sit back and finding, one composing many songs, which resulted in 2 albums, because we were isolated. There was nothing to do, eat, chat to your partner, your children, there was nothing. So one utilized that time to write music, Yeah, but of course we lost a lot of people, I shouldn't rejoice too much about, that positive thing. That's why I'm saying a tinge, Yeah, it was terrible time.
I want us to speak about how you're hoping that this particular festival will bring together young, old, all together to really understand your aim of this festival. I know you spoke about the younger generation. How important is it for you to bring them in as well?
It's very important because we must always remember as senior musicians that, we were once young, because I remember I'm not formally trained, when it comes to music. My institution was at Shibins, hall, community halls, and following these big guys, you name them, Winston Mankunku, Robbie Jensen, Ezra Ngokana, they were my heroes. I know for a youngster who sees a McCoy on TV, when they are next to them, it's a big thing, it encourages them, and of course, we draw from their, good energies, and then that's where we kind of, give them, straight, get them, on the straight line, because they can be all over the place. It's for us now to guide them. Yeah.
I want to ask you about how difficult it is to be in this industry. For example, again, I refer to the COVID-19 pandemic, where musicians and artists were almost neglected and not considered in how difficult things were, especially because of those hard lockdowns that were imposed. Somebody that's looking at this situation and watching this interview and watching you and your journey and thinking, I want to do it, but I don't know if I should, having maybe going to the festival on the 11th of December, what inspiration should they draw? Should they move into this industry or should they just stay away?
No, if they're serious enough, it's a tough industry and it's not regulated, you find that, you find that non-musicians make more money than real guys, cut and paste guys, we do the actual thing of really practicing, working on a song, And coming back to the COVID times, when it comes to cutting down budget, they start with entertainment, We really struggled during that period, And I know of a few musicians who sold their musical instruments, so to support the families, so to put food on the table, it was a hard time. So the people must just come and really enjoy, this creative space of ours, yeah.
I want you to speak about your festival. I know you're wanting to move to other provinces as well, not just in the Eastern Cape. Tell us about the 11th of December and your plans for other provinces as well.
Brilliant. Yeah. We're featuring, Titul Zipo is from Gqeberha, Luyanda Madope who happens to be one of my producers, chief producers of Luyanda Madope. and Tami Mdluli, who's been long in the business, you know, because it must be a mixture of young and old, you know. Tami is about the same age as me. He's been, you know, he did gospel, bubblegum music. Now he's doing jazz. He has his own studio, Tami Mdluli. And then we have Dumza Maswana, brilliant, you know, baritone singer, you know, great guy. And another guy, you know, who is a friend of mine, Lucy Ngegana, who is now based in Queenstown, running his own music institution as well, which is crucial, you know. Yeah, that's the lineup. Oh, and of course, I'll be with my band too, and I'll feature, you know, a friend of mine also, Jaboma Kubana, you know, who's been long in the business.
So when will you move over to the other provinces?
Next year,
okay.
We might look at, I've been approaching Polokwane, you know, and Northwest, one of the two, yeah.
Okay. Yes, and how do you go about getting tickets to your festival? How is that going to work?
Yeah, web ticket sold, you know, at web ticket and also at Pick and Pay, you know, yeah. And we want to see if we can have, you know, at the taverns, you know, hard copy, you know, tickets. We'll be announcing that as well. But for now, web ticket and Pick and Pay.
Okay. I believe you have a very special treat for us, and I know my mother's going to be watching and saying, why did you not learn to play any instruments? So I'm going to get home and she's going to scold me. But I believe you have a treat for us.
That's right,
okay,
a little something. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So let's just wait for McCoy to just get ready. But isn't it amazing how musicians still stick to their true love despite the COVID-19 pandemic challenges and despite how that industry was truly neglected? I'm very excited to hear what's going to be played and how this is going to unfold. So I do believe that McCoy is ready for us.